Confession. I am a security guard who steals from work and other places. I have had my license for a couple of years now. I have started stealing 4 months ago. Here's a list of items I have stolen from work. 1. Hot chili sauce X22, an apple X53, sandwiches X44, face wipes X15, water bottles X36, toothbrush and toothpaste. 7. Hand sanitizers 8, 1 chocolate. I steal once a week. I know where the cameras are, so that makes it easier. I can't stop stealing. If I get caught, that'll be the end of me. I don't just steal from work. I sometimes go to other stores and steal from there too. I have stolen expensive jackets and pants. I have stolen a perfume mess wheel. This might be a good time to mention that I am also a qualified store detective. I have caught and reported staff members who have stolen. I do regret reporting them. That was before I fell into this bad habit. Due to my experience as security guard, I mostly avoid the obvious mistakes. I am not proud of any of this. It is of a low character and I shouldn't be doing this. It's difficult to stop though. Due to sheer probability, I am certain I'll get caught one day if I don't stop now. The odds aren't in my favor. I am in debt. I do struggle to make ends meet. It's no excuse, just trying to give you the context. I am a total mess. When someone else posted a similar thing here, I think the consensus both from the op and some people more perceptive than me came to was that the op felt a lack of control over their lives. They mentioned debts like you have. The stealing was giving them a sense of control, albeit a false one. Get some kind of counseling, also in finance, get a plan to get your shit in order, work toward that, before you end up with a criminal record on top of a bad financial one. You're on a slippery slope, mate. I can imagine how difficult it is, and I don't think you're a terrible person who deserves life in prison, but I can't justify what you're doing either. I know some people do, and that makes my jaw drop, but I simply can't. However, you're one step closer to redemption compared to a lot of people. You know you're not well, you know you have a problem. You have to talk to a professional, because they can give you good advice as well. I can't, because I'm not qualified in any shape or form. I wish you luck. I had a friend who did the same thing for years. He ended up getting caught and lost his license. This may not be the risk you want to take, it isn't worth it in the long run. I don't think petty theft from a large corporation is the worst thing you can do, especially if you are struggling to make ends meet. But it's eating at you and puts you in a hypocritical situation, considering your job. This is a form of addictive behavior and worth talking to a therapist about. It's not uncommon and treatment can help you deal with it if you're interested. You aren't a total mess, you're struggling with a poor behavior. Other people have gotten out of the same situation and you can, too. So are we gonna stop recommending therapists to a guy in debt or what? You've become the very thing you swore to destroy. What are the obvious mistakes that criminals make? Asking for a friend. You are letting yourself do this. You can stop yourself from doing this. Know who you are taking from. This does affect people. It sounds like you are taking off people's desks. It may seem small, but they will notice. They will want retribution. This behavior will probably escalate to larger items. Money. Pills. Whatever you see that you think you can get away with. You will get caught and you will be fired. Think of everything that job pays for. Think of your self-worth as a person. Are you willing to lose your steady paycheck for a trinket off someone's desk? If you think your behavior is gross, then you need to self-adjust. If it was the right thing to do, you wouldn't give it a second thought. Stop stealing and deal with your issues. I think you steal for the rush. Talk to someone professional. This is actually a psychiatric disorder. You should consider talking to a psychologist, psychiatrist, or psychiatric nurse practitioner. Research kleptomania. If it's Walmart or one of those huge chain stores, I couldn't give less fucks about you stealing some toothpaste, especially since you don't get a living wage. Edit. However, you should stop for your own sake of getting a criminal record. Lol, everyone I know who worked retail stole. The owners or stockholders can handle breakage. Well, the actual mentality is that they can go fuck themselves for thinking our compensation is just, rather that their compensation was just. They don't give a fuck about stealing labor from underpaid people or Mother Earth. Our morals just so happen to favor the powerful. My boyfriend worked nights as a stalker and floor cleaner. All his co-workers would steal in front of each other and not care. They took care of their own rather than the rich bitches, just like how you feel bad about reporting your co-workers. He'd bring me home presents like saffron that we'd never be able to afford otherwise. He'd also steal alcohol and cough syrup. And it is fun to steal, he says. The purpose of a confessional is to be accepted even if you make mistakes. IDKY people here think the ops need advice and scolding. Kinda funny that they think they can change someone and that they are a better authority on ops situations than ops. You either die a hero, or live long enough to become the villain. Those are rookie numbers, go big or go home. I'm not a psychologist or therapist, but it sounds like you're doing this to feel like you have some power and control in your life. Do you feel this may be true for you? I hate thieves. Rats and thieves are turds. There used to be a /r/shoplifting subreddit, and it was fascinating. Okay Julian, stop stealing ya cunt. The irony. Try using the AA steps. Would tea hurt? Sounds like your life is unmanageable. And if you can tell yourself in the morning I'm not going to steal today, that might help. Just don't steal today. I don't think you are a bad guy, but you need help. Check out self-help groups. I don't know of any, but I do know that you are not judged in self-help groups and the support is amazing. Actually, it's life-saving. Good luck. A fellow kleptomaniac, only when someone dies, stealing can often be a sign of a deeper problem. Have you felt life is out of control? Like you can't stop a tornado from spinning, in your life, so you steal because it gives you a feeling other than numbness, depressive pain, etc. It's something you can control, stealing. I didn't realize this until I was much older, but I started stealing in high school because my mom was a miserable, alcoholic, narcissistic. As an adult I did it only when someone died. After figuring out why, it was easy to stop. You have become what you swore to destroy. You either die a hero or live long enough to see you become the villain. You should do an AMA. In my early 20s I began stealing from the department store I worked at a lot. Every single day that I worked I would steal clothes and shoes and jewelry. And then I started stealing from other stores too. I was depressed and having material things was like the only thing that made me a little bit happy. So one day I got caught, got arrested for taking some eyeliners from a Sephora. This is on my record forever. It's kept me from getting so many jobs. At 31, I'm about to get my bachelor's degree and this little misdemeanor is going to seriously hinder my dreams basically. I'm hopeful that anyone will hire me at all BC of it. Point is, it's not worth it. I work as a parking attendant at a hospital parking garage. I have a little office with Wi-Fi and I mostly help people who can't figure out the machines as well as sell parking passes. The amount of toilet paper, pens, paper, and envelopes I've stolen is shocking to say the least. I felt justified because I asked for a raise after being there a year, and this company promises regular raises, mind you, yet I was denied. In the end, it's not like they noticed in the first place. Not my performance nor any amount of stuff I stole. No customers interacted with me in any noticeably different way. I guess that's what we might both want. To be noticed, at least. Find something else. Find something you like. Guitar, writing, whatever. Let it speak to you. Everything else will work out with time. For now though, try to cut this habit down. You are a giant piece of hypocritical trash. You do exactly what you punish others for. I hope you get caught. What license does a store security guard hold? Tough situation, it's an addiction. Do you think that stopping will be more likely to succeed if you take control and get help, or if it's forced on you by others? Everyone is different and it could be either option. Now that you have confessed, you can start fresh and try not to steal again. What are the obvious mistakes? Asking for a friend. You are not the only one. Many working in security are addicted to stealing. I have a friend who worked at Disney, in security, for over 5 years and would steal things all the time, then sell them online. He knew if he ever got caught, he knew the questions they would ask, how to manipulate reports and how to make video evidence disappear. I wish you the best in your career, Hart. Do you live in a big city? There may be a support group for people who steal/shoplift. I know there are monetary reasons you stray doing this, but there may be more to it as well. Psychologically and emotionally, everyone I've worked with has stolen from work. Also every job I've had pays just enough to live paycheck to paycheck, so that has something to do with. Have I stolen from my employer? Of course I have. Being berated for small things while they pay the lowest wage possible to keep me with them. It's always petty things like the items you listed. It seems you're turning into someone that just enjoys stealing. Maybe you should take a step back before it becomes a real habit. So brave. Honestly, as long as you don't steal from a local business or individuals, idjurf. Go fuck a Walmart up dude, haha. Know that oftentimes these kinds of behaviors point to an emotional issue you need to address, not solely a behavioral one that needs to be tamed. Stop, chalk it up as research and try to seek your knowledge for store owners to protect themselves. Consider stealing some food stamps or going to the food bank. It feels like stealing except you're the person they're trying to help. Still feels like stealing though. All the hungry families out there, you're getting food. What are the usual things that people who steal make as mistakes? If you're gonna steal at least steal shit worth losing your job. Pro criminal tip. Stealing ketchup and things of that nature are dumb as fuck. You should see a therapist for this issue before it hurts you for the long run. Also, you should determine the money amount the items you stole and donate to a place that makes you feel good, like an animal shelter. Do what you need to do for your future self. You are worth it. You're a bad security guard then. I play video games and play as a thief in various games. My favorite is ESO. Maybe you could get it out of your system that way? I don't ever steal in real life, but I have bad habits I'm struggling to curb, so I can sympathize with feeling unable to stop. You could try empathizing with the person you stole from. How would they feel? Maybe the chocolate bar you stole, although not seeming like much, is the only thing getting them through their workday. Maybe they spent all day looking forward to having it, and maybe they can afford another. It might be all they had for lunch. Hello, what are the obvious mistakes? I work in a deli and see people steal somewhat often. It seems extremely easy. Our modern economy/capitalism steals from in a lot of ways, so I'm not upset with what you're doing. Anyway, if everyone stole, then our economy would go to shit. Do your thing, but continue to be aware of the consequences, and maybe find a different type of work. I know some peoples who are getting childcare in Canada even though they are not residing there since years. This is also a kind of stealing. You know that you need to stop, but are you actually going to? Well, do you really need those things? First. Second, on every Monday you can just buy the things you would normally steal, so you are in the mindset that you already have those things, so you don't need to steal them. You don't sound like a happy person. Maybe do something that makes you happy for work. And listen to Dave Ramsey and follow the steps to get yourself out of debt. You have become the very thing you swore to destroy. I can relate, but please stop stealing items that can ruin you. What will you do then? Stick to small unimportant stuff if you need to keep doing it. At the end of the day, you're just cheating yourself. Knowing that you're dishonest is a price paid at deepest soul level, and not worth the price of things you've gotten for free. Much respect for confessing and wanting to change. If you are determined to stop, how about bringing the security gaps to the attention of your boss? You won't have the opportunity to steal anymore, plus it'll look good on you to be proactive. Good luck, mate. Oh hi Julian, as long as we're all here, what are the obvious mistakes people make that steal? Just in case, I want to make sure I can spot people that might be trying to steal. If you were a store detective, then you would know that anyone else who is in that position now could easily find you with all the information given. Okay, from your last few paragraphs and your most common visited subs, I think it's safe to say you are losing control and have little order in your life. This is probably not your fault, as normally shit just happens for various reasons. I won't suggest therapy because of the debt, but if it is affordable in your country it might be worth it. As for the debt though, list your debt smallest to largest, ignoring interest rates, and start by paying off the smallest one first while paying minimums on the other debts. This is called a debt snowball. It doesn't save you the most money, as that would only happen if you focused on the highest interest rates, but chances are you'd get discouraged and quit before paying those off. Pay the smallest ones off first and then you'll start to feel better and in control. I bet this will help you a ton. Please do AMA. Give pointers please. You stealing hot sauce and perfume has zero correlation to making ends meet, so quit making excuses for your behavior. Remember, there's bigger fish out there, and if you steal from the wrong store, some LPs will make sure they detain you until cops come. If you're such an experienced guard, you should qualify for better positions with different companies. You're digging your future grave and you know it. You can stop early and better yourself. I truly hope you do. Try this. Imagine having to explain to your mom why you were arrested. Stole face wipes from a place I was trusted to protect. You probably need therapy, so get it. Hopefully you have insurance and a car. If you do, it won't be too hard or expensive. Respond if you need pointers for getting started. Look, you are messed up since what you are doing is very hypocritical, but you might be kleptomanic. Please ask for help of professionals, since I'm just a Redditor who randomly found your confession. Serious question. Have you ever been a victim of a crime that was either brushed off or never solved? I.e., you never got justice or vindication? Recognizing that you have a problem is the first step. Good job on that. But doing so, saying you're a total mess, it is of a low character and, you shouldn't be doing this, you not proud of this, etc. means nothing if you don't actually put in the work to stop. Saying those things means literally nothing if you explain it away with it's difficult to stop though. Great post, and good on you for realizing there's an issue, but now it's actually time to stop. Otherwise this post is you just justifying and rationalizing the issue instead of working to solve it. You know there is a condition about this. Maybe it's time to see a psychiatrist. You could go to r/Dave Ramsey to get control of your debt situation. Okay, so just based on your background you shared, you need to update or resume and look for a security job in the corporate world. It will help you get away from the temptation and pays a hell of a lot more. FYI, I stole a single pack of Swiss Miss, left it in the office and someone took it. You became the thing you swore to destroy. My parents basically lost a business due to employee theft. One of the most trusted staff was regularly skimming 10 to 20% off the top for several months. My mom realized things weren't adding up, so she upgraded their old mechanical cash register to a digital one, and it quickly became evident cash was missing. But the employee quit before my parents were able to catch them red-handed, and I think the fact this person was a single parent with 2 small children made my parents decide not to report them. They ended up giving up the lease that year because due to that setback, among others. I'm thinking you're a bit of a kleptomaniac and get a rush from the stealing, so probably the best thing you could do is try to find a healthier source for that rush. This might sound stupid, but I've only recently discovered gaming. BF treated us to a PS4, and I was playing Uncharted and sneaking around and stealing treasures in the game, and my heart was pounding. Maybe it's only a rush to me because I'm such a noob, but I finally get why people get so wrapped up in games, and in moderation I think they are a good place to redirect energy we might otherwise use making stupid decisions in real life. Just a thought that maybe if you indulged in your sneaky side through roleplay you might not need to steal chocolate bars. To truly know a skill, you must hit it all of its entirety, not just the parts you like. I got caught shoplifting, but I kind of did it on purpose because I was 15 and knew it would be expunged. By kinda on purpose I mean I had this overwhelming feeling I was being followed and oh well, didn't care. I also had a sheet of acid on me which my lovely friend grabbed really fast while we were in the waiting room for the police. Good, my friend. Hope you chose the path that will bring you the most peace and joy. Crazy. Hope you get caught and fired. This dude's getting the best of both worlds. I'm sorry you are going through this. But this is not a bad habit. Smoking is a bad habit. You are stealing for a much deeper reason. Especially since you know better. Seek therapy now before your life is ruined. Reach out now. You can do it. Good luck. Do you feel a sense of unfairness in your life? Maybe you had a rough childhood, or were bullied? And you feel like the universe owes you one? Disagree on the total mess part. If you were, you wouldn't have made the first step away from illegal behavior and one step towards a more honest life. Recognition is the first step. Identifying and realizing a problem and then continue to solve. You should just stop. Take this post as a turning point and make a damn commitment to yourself. It sounds like you're taking things too literally. I've done security and this sickens me. Where's your pride? And you want to be a cop? Don't. Unless you fix what's wrong with you, you will be the worst cop. Also, when they catch you, you will be fucked. They will want to make an example of you because you're doing the exact thing you're employed to prevent. Hey, at least you don't have to pay for toiletries. Wow. Can you pick up a few items for me? Start with forgiveness. Forgive yourself for making a mess. I don't think you're a bad person, you clearly don't want to be this way. Just forgive yourself, man. We're all human, and we all make mistakes and mess up. And sometimes it's best to just forgive to yourself for being human and being a mess. Start finding your purpose in life. Discover some spirituality. Contemplate religion and God. Just start finding whatever it is you're looking for. I hope you find it. Just wait until that tally all the stolen goods. If it's a lot, then they'll charge you with a felony. Good luck trying to provide for yourself and your fam. Robin Hood. Dirty cops everywhere, confused face. I hope you learn the hard way, you are a piece of human trash. Where do you work? I'll do them a favor and tip them off. What are the obvious mistakes? Sia is going to have fun with this one. Deleted. You've got a mental illness. Have you tried getting professional help? Can you give me some tips? DM me if you have to. Daddy needs some new shoes, smirking face. Edit. Can see this is getting downvoted and would like to say a big fuck you to all you corporations, all you bootlickers, Apple cucks and mom and pop stores too. Thanks for the free loot, folded hands. Fuck em. The planet is literally burning, society is morally bankrupt, the world is run by a generation of self-entitled racist bigots, and the rich get mega richer while the everyman like you and I barely get minimum wage bumps. I say rob the fucking cunts blind. They paying you enough to live off of? They giving you enough benefits to live confidently and healthily? They offer you a comprehensive pay increase schedule with a structured system to get promoted? No? Then rob those fucking cunts blind. Use your badassery to avoid getting caught, and live it up. If you're stealing from a big company then you're not hurting anyone. I steal too. Nothing wrong with screwing over capitalism. If you're stealing from small family-owned stores though then I suggest seeking help. You should keep stealing.